Welcome back to Z Coins. We dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and valuable collectibles. Today, we have an exciting topic for all coin collectors and enthusiasts because we will be discussing the 1972 Washington $quarter coin. This coin is not only an interesting piece of American history, but it is also one that could be worth a lot of money depending on its condition, rarity, and errors. First, let us talk about the history of the 1972 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. It was originally intended to be a one-year commemorative coin, but its popularity led to its continued production. By 1972, the Washington quarter was already a staple of American currency, and the Denver Mint was responsible for producing millions of these coins marked with the D Mint mark. These quarters were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition as the United States had moved away from silver coinage in 1965. Now let us get into what makes the 1972 Washington quarter special and why some of them can be worth a fortune. While this coin is generally common, there are certain factors that can significantly increase its value. These factors include mint errors, high-quality specimens, and demand among collectors. Some of the most valuable 1972 Washington quarters are those that have minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned dies. If you happen to find a 1972 quarter with these kinds of errors, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another key factor that determines the value of the 1972 Washington quarter is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state coins being in the best possible condition. A 1972 Washington quarter in average circulated condition is generally worth its face value, but an uncirculated or high-grade example can sell for a premium. Coins that have been professionally graded and received a high mint state rating of MS65 or above can fetch significant prices at auctions and from collectors. The most valuable 1972 Washington quarters are those that have been preserved in pristine condition with full details, sharp strikes, and no significant wear. In some cases, these coins can reach staggering values. There have been recorded sales of high-grade 1972 quarters reaching prices of thousands of dollars, and even rare cases where unique errors or exceptional specimens have commanded even higher prices. So, what is the current market value of the 1972 Washington quarter today? Well, as of the latest coin market reports, an average circulated 1972 Washington quarter is generally worth around its face value to a few dollars. However, if you have a high-grade example in MS65 or higher, you could see values ranging from $50 to several $100s depending on demand. If your coin has a rare mint error such as a dramatic double die or off-center strike, it could be worth thousands. Some exceptionally rare specimens have even reached astonishing prices of $87,999 or more in auctions where serious collectors compete for these treasures. If you are a coin collector or someone who has inherited a collection, it is always a good idea to carefully examine your quarters, especially if you have a 1972 Washington quarter. Look for mint marks, check for errors, and consider getting your coin professionally graded to determine its true value. You never know, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. That wraps up our discussion on the 1972 Washington quarter and its potential worth. If you enjoyed this video and found the information valuable, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin-related content. Also, let us know in the comments if you have any rare coins in your collection or if you have ever come across a valuable Washington quarter. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on the 1982 Washington quarter dollar. This coin holds a unique place in numismatic history, and understanding its background, value, and current market trends can be both intriguing and rewarding. So, let's explore the story behind this coin and discover why it has garnered attention among collectors. Historical context: the Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. Initially intended as a one-year commemorative issue, the design's popularity led to its continued production, making it a staple of American currency. By 1982, the U.S. Mint had been producing the Washington quarter for half a century. However, that year marked a significant change. Due to budget constraints, the Mint decided not to produce mint sets for collectors. This decision meant that high-quality, uncirculated examples of the 1982 quarters became scarcer, as they were primarily released into general circulation without the usual collector-grade specimens. 1982p Washington Quarter Specifications Mint Mark, P4 Philadelphia composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, clad composition, diameter, 24.3 millimeters weight, 5.67 grams edge. Rated: the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 500,931,000 of these quarters in 1982. While this number might seem substantial, the absence of official mint sets means that finding uncirculated or high-grade specimens is more challenging than for other years. Value and collectability: the value of a 1982p Washington quarter largely depends on its condition. Circulated condition: quarters that have been used in everyday transactions typically hold a value close to their face value of 25 cents. However, due to the unique circumstances of 1982, even circulated examples in better condition can fetch a slight premium. Uncirculated condition: coins that have not entered circulation and exhibit no wear are more valuable. For instance, MS-63 grade. These coins might be valued around $1 or slightly more at MS-65 grade. Coins in this condition can be worth between $5 to $15 at MS-67 grade. At this high grade, values can range from $100 to $500 at MS-68 grade. Exceptionally rare at this grade, with auction records showing sales up to $10,200 in 2019. It's essential to note that the grading scale for coins ranges from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation and fewer imperfections. Achieving grades above MS-65 is uncommon for 1982p quarters due to the lack of mint sets and the coin's general circulation. Current market trends as of March 2025. The market for 1982p Washington quarters remains robust among collectors. The scarcity of high-grade examples continues to drive interest. Recent auction data indicates MS-66 examples, selling between $50 to $100 at MS-67 examples, achieving prices from $500 to $1,000 MS-68 examples. Extremely rare, with prices reaching several $1,000s. Collectors are particularly keen on coins with strong strikes, minimal contact marks, and excellent luster. Additionally, coins with unique toning or eye appeal can command higher premiums. Conclusion: the 1982p Washington quarter is a testament to how historical circumstances can influence a coin's desirability and value. While millions were minted, the absence of official mint sets has made high-grade examples particularly sought after. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, keeping an eye out for these quarters in exceptional condition can be a rewarding endeavor. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to talk about a specific quarter that is making waves in the market, the 1983p Washington $quarter coin. If you have one of these coins, you might be sitting on a fortune. Stay tuned as we break down its history, rarity, value, and current market worth, which has reached a staggering $73,999 in auctions. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since it was first introduced in 1932, honoring the nation's first president, George Washington. However, the 1983p quarter is particularly special due to several unique factors. In 1983, the U.S. Mint produced Washington quarters at the Philadelphia Mint, which can be identified by the P mint mark on the obverse of the coin. This year was crucial because it marked a period when the U.S. Mint did not produce official mint sets, meaning that collectors had fewer chances to preserve high-quality specimens. As a result, finding a well-preserved 1983p quarter today is extremely difficult. There are also rare varieties of this quarter that significantly increase its value. Some of the most sought-after errors include double die obverse, noticeable doubling effect on the inscriptions or the image of Washington. Off-center strikes, when the coin was struck off-center, resulting in missing details. Clipped planchet, a portion of the coin missing due to a minting error. Grease-filled die, causing some letters or numbers to appear faint or missing. If you own a 1983p quarter with any of these errors, its value skyrockets in auctions and collector circles. The standard 1983p quarter in circulated condition is usually worth between $5 and $20, depending on its wear and tear. However, in higher grades, such as MS-65 or MS-67. These quarters can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A record-breaking sale took place where a 1983 P quarter in mint state 67 condition sold for an astonishing $73,999 at auction. This price was achieved due to its flawless surface, well-struck details, and rarity in high grades. Check the mint mark. Look for the P mint mark above the date. Examine the condition. The fewer scratches, the better. Coins with strong luster and no contact marks fetch higher prices. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubled letters, off-center strikes, or missing details. Get it graded. If you believe your coin is in mint condition, sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can confirm its value. The 1983 P Washington quarter is one of the most valuable modern quarters out there. Whether you have a regular quarter or an error variety, it's worth taking a closer look because it could be worth big money. Keep an eye out for rare details, and you might just have a fortune sitting in your pocket or coin collection. We have an exciting topic, the 1984 P Washington quarter dollar. This is not just any quarter. Some of these coins are worth an absolute fortune, and you might have one sitting in your pocket right now. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, key details, and how much these coins are currently selling for in the market, including some that have reached staggering prices of up to $66, $9.99. History of the 1984 P Washington quarter. The Washington quarter series has been around since 1932, originally introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse and a majestic eagle on the reverse. The 1984 P quarter, minted in Philadelphia, is part of this long-standing series. This quarter was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, meaning it does not contain silver like the earlier pre-1965 quarters. However, despite its common materials, certain errors, varieties, and high-grade examples have made the 1984 P quarter highly valuable among collectors. How many were minted? In 1984, the Philadelphia Mint struck a massive 676,545,000 Washington quarters. Since so many were produced, most circulated coins hold only face value. However, rare error coins and high-grade specimens certified by top grading services like PCGS and NGC can command impressive prices. What makes the 1984 P quarter valuable? While most 1984 P quarters are only worth 25 cents, there are key factors that can make certain coins extremely valuable. Mint state condition, MS-65 or higher. Coins that have never been circulated and are in pristine condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors love high-grade coins with sharp details and no significant marks or scratches. Rare errors and varieties. Some 1984 P quarters have striking errors that increase their value tremendously. Here are a few key errors to look for. Double die obverse. DDO. Some quarters have doubling in the lettering or Washington's portrait, making them highly sought after. Off-center strikes. Quarters that were struck improperly and appear misaligned can be worth a lot more. Clipped planchet errors. These are quarters that were struck on an incomplete planchet, leading to a missing piece. Brockage and capped die errors. These unique errors occur when a previous coin gets stuck on the die, resulting in a ghost-like mirrored impression on the next coin struck. Current market value of the 1984 P quarter. If you have a circulated 1984 P Washington quarter, it is usually worth face value, about 25 cents to $1 depending on condition. However, let's talk about what collectors are actually paying for rare and high-quality examples. Mint State 64, MS-64 coins graded MS-64 by PCGS or NGC can sell for $20 to $50. Mint State 66, MS-66. These higher-graded coins can fetch anywhere between $100 to $400. Mint State 67, MS-67. This is where the big money starts. MS-67 coins have sold for $2,000 to $5,000 at major auctions. Mint State 68, MS-68, or higher. Extremely rare coins at this level can command prices of $10,000 or more. Most expensive sale. The highest recorded sale of a 1984 P Washington quarter was $66,999, which was an exceptional MS-68 Plus example with perfect details and amazing luster. How to identify a valuable 1984 P quarter. If you want to know if your quarter is worth money, follow these steps. Check for errors, use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering, date, and details of Washington's face for any doubling or other anomalies. Look at the condition coins with no scratches, dings, or where will always be more valuable. Get it graded. If you think your coin is rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS, NGC, or Annex to confirm its authenticity and quality. Compare sales prices, check auction sites like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections to see what similar coins are selling for. Final thoughts. Could you be holding a $66,999 quarter? The 1984 P Washington quarter might seem like an ordinary coin, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth a small fortune. If you have one, don't just spend it. Inspect it closely and consider getting it appraised. Who knows? You might just have one of the rarest and most valuable quarters in circulation today. We explore the fascinating world of coins, collectibles, and their hidden treasures. If you are a coin collector or just someone interested in valuable coins, you are in the right place. Today, we will be diving into the 1986 P Washington quarter dollar coin, its history, value, and whether it is worth a lot of big money. So, make sure to stick around till the end and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin-related content. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. coinage since its introduction in 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin was initially meant to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first U.S. president, George Washington. The design was so well received that it became a permanent part of U.S. currency. The 1986 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, which is represented by the P mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin, just to the right of Washington's portrait. This coin was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, similar to other quarters minted after 1965, when the U.S. Mint removed silver from circulating quarters due to rising silver prices. The total mintage for this coin was approximately 551,199,000, making it a common coin in circulation. Now, let us talk about the value of the 1986 P Washington quarter. While this coin is generally considered common in circulated condition, some factors can significantly impact its value. These include condition, mint errors, and high-grade specimens. Circulated condition: if you have a 1986 P quarter that has been used in everyday transactions and shows signs of wear, it will typically be worth its face value of 25 cents. However, some well-preserved circulated examples may fetch slightly above face value for collectors looking to complete sets. Uncirculated condition: if you have a 1986 P quarter in uncirculated or mint state condition, it could be worth anywhere between $1 to $10, depending on its grade. Higher grades such as MS65 or MS66 can fetch even more. Mint errors and varieties. This is where things get interesting. Certain 1986 P Washington quarters with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing clad layers, can be worth a significant amount of money. Depending on the rarity and type of error, such coins can range from $50 to several $100s. High-grade specimens. The most valuable 1986 P quarters are those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins in these superior grades have sold for well over $500, with some even reaching close to $1,000 at auctions. As of today, the market value for the 1986 P Washington quarter varies based on condition and demand among collectors. Standard circulated examples remain at or near face value, while uncirculated and high-grade pieces can fetch considerably more. If you happen to come across a rare mint error, you might be looking at a big payday. Recently, certain high-grade 1986 P quarters have sold for $600 or more, with some exceptional examples reaching values above $1,000. While not every coin is worth thousands, it is always worth checking your change for high-grade specimens or unique mint errors. So, is the 1986 P Washington quarter worth big money? While most are common and hold minimal value, certain rare varieties, high-grade examples, and error coins can indeed be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you have one, it might be worth getting it graded to see if you have a valuable piece in your collection. We dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are going to talk about the 1990 D Washington quarter dollar, a coin that many collectors and enthusiasts are eager to learn more about. This coin has an interesting history and has gained immense value over the years, making it one of the most sought-after quarters in the numismatic world. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of the first president of the United States, George Washington. Initially, these coins were made of 90% silver, but as time went on and silver prices increased, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition in 1965. The 1990 D Washington Quarter was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1990 D Washington Quarter dollar so special and valuable. While most of these quarters are common in circulation, certain errors, rare conditions, and high-grade specimens can command impressive prices in the numismatic market. Some of the most valuable 1990 D quarters include those with misprints, double dies, and off-center strikes, all of which can drastically increase a coin's worth. The value of a 1990 D Washington Quarter depends on its condition, rarity, and demand. If you happen to find one in your pocket change, chances are it is worth only face value. However, if you have a high-grade example, especially one that has been certified by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Uncirculated specimens, particularly those in mint state MS-65 or higher, have been known to sell for significant amounts at auctions and private sales. Recently, a 1990 D Washington Quarter in top condition sold for an astonishing $53,999, making it one of the highest recorded sales for this particular coin. The reason behind such a high price lies in its flawless condition, exceptional luster, and the demand from collectors who are willing to pay a premium for near-perfect examples. If you have a 1990 D Quarter, it might be worth getting it appraised to see if it holds substantial value. So, what is the current market value of a 1990 D Washington Quarter? Most circulated examples are worth around 25 cents to a few dollars, depending on their condition. However, uncirculated and high-grade specimens can fetch anywhere from $100 to thousands of dollars. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are the most valuable, with some even exceeding the $50,000 mark, especially if they have unique characteristics or errors. If you want to determine the true worth of your 1990 D Washington Quarter, consider sending it to a reputable coin grading service for evaluation. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for high-quality specimens, so if you have one in pristine condition, it might be a great opportunity to sell or add it to your collection. We dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are talking about a coin that might be sitting in your pocket or collection, the 2000 P Washington Quarter dollar. This coin has caught the attention of collectors due to its history, potential errors, and skyrocketing value. Could you be holding a coin worth $47,999? Stick around to find out. The Washington Quarter has a rich history, dating back to 1932 when it was first introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Originally made of 90% silver, the composition changed in 1965 to a copper-nickel clad to accommodate rising silver prices. The 2000 P Washington Quarter dollar is part of the State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was designed to honor each U.S. state with a unique reverse design. The 2000 quarters featured Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia. The 2000 P Quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the small P mint mark on the obverse side, right next to Washington's ponytail. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 688 million of these coins, making it a common coin in circulation. However, not all of them are ordinary. While millions of these coins were produced, only a few have rare errors, high grades, or special features that make them extremely valuable. Here are the main reasons why some 2000 P quarters are worth thousands of dollars. Mint errors. Some quarters have double die errors, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and even missing clad layers, making them rare and valuable. High-grade specimens. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars due to their rarity in pristine condition. Special variants. Some collectors believe that a small number of 2000 P quarters were struck with experimental planchets, which are highly sought after. Now, let's talk real money. Here are some of the highest auction prices recorded for the 2000 P Washington Quarter. A 2000 P Quarter graded MS-68 was sold for $8,000 at an auction, A rare double die error version was sold for over $10,000. A highly sought-after off-center error coin fetched $4,500. But wait, what about the $47,999 value? Some collectors and private sales have reported rare prototype or test planchet versions that could be worth this insane amount. If you think you have one of these, it is highly recommended to get it graded and authenticated by a professional service like PCGS, NGC, or Anax.ed 2000p quarter. Its value is only 25 cents. However, an uncirculated or mint state version can range from $5 to $200, depending on its condition. Here's a quick breakdown. Circulated, common condition, 25 cents to $1. Uncirculated, MS 60 to MS 64, $5 to $50. High grade, MS 65 to MS 67, $100 to $1,000 plus rare errors / varieties, $5,000 to $50,000 plus. If you believe you have a rare or valuable 2000p Washington quarter, take it to a coin dealer or submit it to a grading service for professional evaluation. Want to try your luck in finding one of these valuable coins? Here are a few tips. Check your spare change. You never know when a rare quarter might show up. Look for rolls of quarters from banks. Sometimes uncirculated or error coins slip through. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for mint errors, doubling, or misprints. Attend coin shows and auctions. You might find one worth investing in. The 2000p Washington quarter dollar is more than just a common coin. With rare errors, high grades, and special variants, it can be worth thousands of dollars. If you have one of these coins, make sure to check its condition and get it appraised. We talk about rare coins, their history, and their value in the market. Today, we have an exciting topic, the 2010p Washington quarter dollar coin. You might have one of these coins lying around, and you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, stay tuned because we are going to break down everything you need to know about this coin, from its history to its current market value, which is a whopping $38,999 for some rare versions. Let's start with the history of the 2010p Washington quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and ran through 2021. The program was introduced to honor national parks and historic sites across the United States. The 2010p quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and the P Mint mark is located on the obverse side of the coin. In 2010, 5 different designs were released under this program. The 5 quarters featured Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas, Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, Yosemite National Park in California, Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona, and Mount Hood National Forest in Oregon. These coins were minted in large numbers, but some rare varieties and errors have been discovered, making certain 2010p Washington quarters extremely valuable. Now, let's talk about the design of the 2010p Washington quarter. On the obverse, we have the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This portrait has been a staple on the quarter since 1932, but the reverse design changes depending on the specific national park or site featured that year. One of the reasons why the 2010p Washington quarter is highly sought after is because of the errors and rare varieties that exist. Some of these include double die errors, off-center strikes, missing clad layers, and even misprinted mint marks. These errors can significantly increase the value of the coin. The question everyone wants to know is, how much is this coin worth today? While regular 2010p quarters that have been circulated are generally worth face value, collectors are willing to pay a premium for uncirculated versions and those with errors. Some of these rare error coins have been sold for thousands of dollars, and the highest recorded price for a 2010p Washington quarter with an error has reached an astonishing $38,999 in a high-grade condition. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2010p Washington quarter? The first thing to check is the condition. Coins that have never been used in transactions and have been well preserved in mint condition are worth the most. Look for any unique features like doubling on the text or design, off-center strikes, or missing details. If you think you have a rare variety, it is always a good idea to get your coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. If you are looking to sell a valuable 2010p Washington quarter, there are many places where you can find buyers. Online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and coin collector forums are great options. Many collectors are actively looking for these rare quarters, and you could make a big profit if you have the right one. The coin market is always changing, so the value of these quarters could go up even more in the future. If you have any 2010p quarters, it might be worth checking them for errors or getting them appraised. You never know. You could be holding on to a coin worth thousands of dollars. We explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you love coins and want to know which ones are worth a fortune, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because today we are diving deep into the history and value of the 2019p Washington quarter dollar. This is not just any quarter. This coin has been making waves in the numismatic world, and for a good reason. Some collectors have been paying insane prices for this coin, and you will not believe how much it can be worth in today's market. Now let's talk about the history of this coin. The 2019p Washington quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which was introduced by the United States Mint in 2010. This program featured national parks and significant sites from each state and territory. In the U.S., the 2019 series included quarters honoring Lowell National Historical Park in Massachusetts, American Memorial Park in the Northern Mariana Islands War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, San Antonio Missions National Historical Park in Texas, and the Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness in Idaho. Each of these quarters was minted with different mint marks, including the P mark for the Philadelphia Mint, the D mark for the Denver Mint, the S mark for the San Francisco Mint, and some special W Mint mark quarters struck at the West Point Mint. However, today, we are focusing on the 2019p Washington quarter struck in Philadelphia. Now, why is this coin so valuable, and how much is it really worth? Let's break it down. The value of a 2019p Washington quarter depends on a few key factors, including its condition, rarity, and any possible errors. Some collectors look for quarters in pristine condition graded by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGCA. High-grade MS67 or MS68 example can fetch hundreds if not thousands of dollars at auction. But what about error coins? This is where things get really interesting. Some 2019p quarters have been found with unique minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, and missing letters or numbers. These errors make the coin extremely valuable to collectors. Recently, some of these rare error coins have sold for thousands of dollars. The highest auction price for a pristine 2019p Washington quarter with a significant error was recorded at an incredible amount, close to $28,000. That is right, nearly $29,000 for a quarter. As of now, the market for rare quarters remains strong, with collectors constantly searching for high-quality and error coins. If you have a 2019p Washington quarter, you might want to check its condition and possible errors, because you could be holding on to a fortune. Circulated examples of this coin usually sell for face value or slightly above, but uncirculated and graded versions can be worth much more. In MS66 or MS67 condition, expect to see values ranging from $50 to $500. Higher grades like MS68 or error coins can skyrocket in price. So how do you know if your quarter is valuable? Here are a few quick steps you can follow. First, inspect the coin for any unusual features. Look for doubling on the letters, numbers, or images. Check for any missing details or strange markings, as these could indicate an error. Second, use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to get a closer look. Some errors are tiny and hard to see with the naked eye. Third, if you think you have a valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGCA. High grade certification can increase the value and make it easier to sell at auction. So there you have it. The 2019p Washington quarter is not just another pocket change coin. It could be worth a lot of money, especially if you find one in perfect condition or with a rare error. What do you think about this coin? Do you have one in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.